Fairy Voice Mother, and today I am coming at you with another beatbox analysis. If you're new here, don't worry, I don't usually say I'm coming at you. That was just like a moment of wildness. I think because I'm supposed to be a YouTuber, sometimes I say these things. Once I hear them come out of my mouth, I'm like, who do you think you are? Crikey. This will be my third reaction to a beatbox performance. This one is special for two reasons. The first reason is because it was actually a special request that the winner of the little geography competition that happened at my 100k live stream won. Jesus wept, I don't know. Where's green? Where's lush? Cam again! Bratislava. Ah! Lots of dust. Does this dirt mean anything? What feces is this? Oh, what on earth? Is that dead? Who had the worst guess? Me. Okay, so let's see who won. Cam! Congratulations! So Cam, this request is especially for you. It is a duet or something by the looks of it, because we have Den and JordoX performing Twisted Fate. Verses would actually imply that it's probably more of a battle rather than a duet. More ferocious. More of a duel. Is it a duel? I don't know. If you didn't see my last video, then you wouldn't know about my new tradition that we have here. And that is, at the end of every video, I read one of these oracle cards sent to me by Katie Aby. I'm gonna read you the little message on the back at the end and see if it aligns good old-fashioned wisdom, I guess.
Yo, guess who I'm battling next?
Oh, it is a battle.
JordoX.
Oh, it's JordoX, okay.
Who's that?
Oh! Oh!
Why did you want me?
Am I doing it? Like that. I actually use a sound very similar to this in my teaching. What it does is it throws your larynx down. The same thing as if you say the sound k, k, k. And if you want a little bit of deeper resonance and you just need a lower larynx for whatever reason, you'll notice it opens up a lot of space.
Lie like it's nothing. Love is bringing me down. This love is killing me now.
I don't understand the independence that these unicorn humans have over voice production and lip and tongue movement is just, it's the closest my mind has ever been to being literally boggled. Because when you're creating a pitch, your vocal folds ideally want a nice environment where the pressure is equal all the time so that they can keep oscillating together. It's hard enough just singing normal lyrics. When we close our mouth for b, like the sound builds up, much like as if you turn the tap off, the water is not going to come out anymore. You expect that momentary silence, but somehow he seems to be able to create consistent pitch with the vocal folds and do buzz and cuz and vuz at the same time really fast. I am baffled. A lot of the pitches, then fumbly fast lip stuff and singing are strategically placed close to each other, but not simultaneously, like this section here. Oh, it's so fast! Ah!
Why did you want me?
Oh! This is so amazing how he comes in and out of the does the little fast lippy beaty boxy stuff and then comes down to a low note in between these pulses, and that's what makes it sound like it's all at the same time, but it's not. It's just so close together that it's like an illusion. This guy does a lot of lip trills, and lip trills are my favourite. The other guys did like a reverse lip trill where they like rolled it in. I think you guys called it a lip roll, if I read the comments correctly actually. Inhale and their lips fold in that way. He does the good old-fashioned lip trill. I can get behind this straight away. Because the crazy thing is when we do a lip trill, we can kind of get a visual idea of what happens in the vocal folds as well, because it's the same kind of concept. Two little pieces of tissue, for example, that's what the folds are, coming together like that. And so they will actually create a frequency of their own, even if I don't use my vocal folds. You can hear how the pitch is changing, so you should be so glad you're not in the room with me right now. It is becoming increasingly moist. I think my lipstick still stayed on. Wow.
Lie like it's nothing. You know, I stayed whenever you were breaking down. You know, these days I crying you're not around.
So many sounds.
You're fatal.
What is this? There's a touch of the Cookie Monster about it.
C is for cookie.
I like how he's really significantly altering the formant of it well. And the bass notes he's hitting are just unbelievable. And because they are so extremely low, the chances are he's using one of many different methods that we can use to access subharmonics. There's loads of different setups that you can make inside the voice to produce subharmonic frequencies. The clean ones, where you don't hear any other kind of flapping in the sound, are usually done by slacking the vocal folds so much to like a fry position, and then just capitalizing on different resonant frequencies that exist inside your vocal tract to the point where you can find it and you're hearing this lovely low note echo, but then when you open the space, it just disappears. Hence throat singing being a thing, because you know the throat is such a important tool as part of this production. Something that I think he is doing here is actually using additional tissue, so vibrating that tissue in a certain way with a certain shape in the vocal tract, which is making that bassier resonance. And then the cool part, which is what makes him sound so alien and synth-like, is the power behind the lips that he uses to kind of kick it in like a kick drum almost. And then of course the space in the mouth and the throat, we can hold the same note and do a bunch of other movements that affects the formant of the note, and that is a significant part of all this as well. So that's the thing that we need to pick out, fairy voice children, is the difference between frequency and formant, because the same frequency can have different formants inside it that can sometimes trick us into perceiving the note either higher or lower. No note change, but filtering it in different ways and moving different tissue alongside it, like the lips, the false folds, whatever else is going on in there, will give that sound a different character. And so talk about changing the formant. This is teeny weeny bambini vocal track for this one. Everything's resonating out there.
Why did you want me? And why did I want you? Love is a killer, and I never learned.
I like that. I really like that soft kick.
And why did I want you?
Doing these sort of what we perceive as audibly rather subtle changes, I'm sure they're quite substantial physically to use two different kick drum sounds back to back like that, but that just proves how tricks-based this craft is, and I love it so much. It's like, how many sounds can you just whip out? They're like Pokemons or something. Ooh.
I want you to let go.
no idea who Jordy is.
JordoX? Jesse?
Jesse from GBB? From Vancouver?
Dude, Blue Mountain. They have a tag team together.
He's a tag team partner?
Yes, we met him at GBB.
Yes, I know. We met Jesse at GBB.
No, come on, man. He looks like Twisted Fate.
No idea.
I'm battling him in BBU next round.
What's the BBU?
Alright, so that was probably an inside joke at the end because I have the same questions. Who is JordoX and what is the BBU? Wow, Seaman driving a German whip. There must be a good bit of cash in beatboxing. I'm probably missing something very obvious here, which would sound exactly like me, but unless Den and JordoX look the exact same, I think there was only one guy.
You know, I stayed whenever you were breaking down.
To be fair, the camera was dreadfully shaky. I didn't know if I was coming or going most of the time visually, so perhaps it was just so blurry that I just missed the presence of the other guy. I'm not gonna pretend I understand. It was like being given a massive chocolate box of sounds and I just ate them all in one go. And the funny thing is, for conventional singing, we would generally want to keep a few chocolates in the box because if we whip it all out straight away, then we give the audience nothing to look forward to and no reason to go on a journey with them, you know, because the thing is when we talk about conventional singing performance, we generally talk about the choices they make in relation to the emotion that they were trying to portray, you know, so if you're singing something very sad, you would generally want to keep your voice making sounds that insinuate sadness. You wouldn't randomly just... The really cool thing about this craft, and something that I'm realising the further I venture onto this path, is that the whole point of it is make as many sounds as possible all in one go. The more sounds you make, the better it is. The whole competition format for singing, like your X Factors and The Voice or whatever, they always have kind of like toxic connotations, lots of people hate on them and that kind of thing, because you're trying to make people compete against each other in a realm that isn't really supposed to be competitive. It's supposed to be about storytelling, but this is so much more than that. It's storytelling as well, but it's also very heavily dependent on physical ability. It's kind of like a mix between singing and like skateboarding. You need to have the tricks and flips and blips, where singers can be considered one of the greats even if they don't use a lot of tricks, like for example Bob Dylan. One of the greats. I absolutely love Bob Dylan, I really do, but vocal ability wise, he has a much smaller chocolate box. I had no idea before I started this journey into beatboxing that you actually perform an entire musical work, but you just do it all by yourself. It makes me feel like I've been incredibly lazy up to this point, just singing and, you know, I do the odd growl and throat singing, but better late than never, I suppose. It was really genuinely thrilling to see Den in action. It's a name that's come up so much in the comments, so I'm excited to get to know him more and discover whether there are indeed more chocolates left in his box. To conclude today's video, it's time for our oracle card. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. You are ignoring the signs you specifically asked for. How many do you need? Here is a bright red baboon's ass to let you know you know. Got it? That's really what it says. All that is left now is to thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. If there are any singers or indeed beatboxers that you would like to see me react to, I would love it if you could let me know down below in the comments. It would truly be my pleasure. Have a wonderful day. I love you so much and I cannot wait to see you again in the next video. Mwah! Bye!